Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's stream. Sorry about that, that was a bit noisy. Sorry about that. Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's stream. We are playing Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which is a game from about 20 years ago that has just landed on the Switch. It was meant to release 2 weeks ago. They said it was going to come out overnight and it didn't. It came out 2 weeks after that, but I'm very glad that it is here now. I'm going to really enjoy this one. I think I had great memories of it back on the PlayStation 2, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing how it is holding up, how it is held up. It is a Diablo clone. It was one of my favorite Diablo clones, up there with Titan Quest and Diablo itself. So yeah, that's pretty high marks for it. This is a good game, or at least it was. So just to get some housekeeping out of the way before we start the stream, I'm actually using a new microphone. For this, I was sent a microphone to test. I have no idea how it's going to sound. Do let me know your thoughts as we go along, especially if you've been on streams in the past, so you can compare to what my old mic was like. But I'm hoping this one is better. I can't talk about it in terms of its brand and stuff until later on, but yes, if I do sound different to previous streams, that is why. And yeah, other than that, let's give people a moment or two to jump on, just a moment or two, and then we'll get going with it. You can enjoy the pretty little background there while we wait. Oakley dokley, let's get going with this, shall we? Let's see how it holds up. So I haven't played this at all. I downloaded it today, so if it crashes or breaks in some way, I apologize for that. That'll be a short stream, but yeah, I have not played it at all. I don't even know if it's in a good port. So you got 1 player, 2 player. You can indeed play 2 player, which is neat. And we'll go easy, normal, hard. Let's go with normal. So you got 3 different character classes here: a human archer, a dwarven fighter, or an elven sorceress. Take a wild guess which one I'm going to go with. Let's go with the elven sorceress. Doesn't quite look like Hatsune Miku, but close. Here we go. So Baldur's Gate.
You are weary from your travels, but mesmerized at the sight of Baldur's Gate. Not only a town of myth and legend, but also a place where one can find fame and fortune round every corner. It is night as you enter the city, and it seems strangely deserted.
So this little intro here that they've got, it definitely tried to call to mind the RPG Baldur's Gate from, it was a couple of years ago, previous to this release, but it's nothing like Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is a very traditional RPG by BioWare. This one is an action Diablo-like, but the intro has a similar vibe to it, a similar voice over job and all that kind of stuff. And there we go. So we start by getting all knocked out and just left there. And then guards just show up like immediately afterwards, not even a second later, to rescue you. Baldur's Gate is not a safe place.
Looks like all they did was make off with some possessions.
Easy there. That's quite a blow.
And we just wake up.
Those thieves that attacked made off with your possessions. But at least you're alive.
They're becoming more bold with each passing day.
Sound up a little bit for you,
You'd
so you can
best
hear it a
stay
bit
off
clearer.
the streets after the sun sets. It's not safe out here.
You could seek shelter in the Elf Song Tavern. It's close enough.
Aye.
So this is a HD remaster.
could be one
As
of
you
them
can
would
see,
even know how to
actually
find
the
those
graphics have
that
been
attack
spruced
you.
up quite nicely. I wasn't sure how much work would have been
Drawn by a
put
haunting
into it,
voice,
but
you come
that
to
is
the
definitely
Elf Song
a cut
Tavern,
above what you would have seen on the
It is a
PlayStation 2 if you
small
played the
place,
original version of it.
filled with a
And this
motley
is the
assortment
Elf
of
Song
patrons
Tavern, which becomes your
and grisly
base of operations for the
trophies.
first chapter.
There, the haunting voice is all around you.
It won't take as long to
The
get into the
patrons are
dungeon hacking bit, I
silent
promise.
as
This
the
game is very
song
efficient.
washes over them. One by one, they all seemed lost in its call.
Beautiful song, isn't it? I've heard her sing 100 times. And
Beautiful
each time
song,
it
isn't it?
still moves me.
I've heard her sing 100 times, and each time it still moves me. It's beautiful, but where is the voice coming from? We have a dialogue option there, but it's just one dialogue option.
It's the spirit of an elven woman.
So this is a
She
haunted
haunts
tavern,
this tavern, singing once every
but
couple
a
of
friendly
nights.
ghost. It's a Casper.
No one truly knows. Her spirit was here when I first bought this tavern. Some say she sings for a lost love, a soldier who died defending Baldur's Gate.
Welcome to the Elf
They say she
Song
sings in
Tavern.
hope he
What
will
can I
hear her
get you?
voice and return home.
I was
Still,
hoping you could help
that's
me. I
nothing
was
but
robbed on the
hearsay and
streets by a
tales.
band of thieves,
Welcome
and
to
I'm
the
to
Elf
find
Song
them.
Tavern. What can I get you?
Or, what's this thing hanging over the fireplace? Let's go with... Well, I mean, I know what it is. That's a...
That's a
there is a
stuffed
beholder, it is.
A small version of the species, I'm told.
Iconic
Not
Dungeons
that
and
I've
Dragons
seen
enemy.
any of them. One of my regulars, Ethon, found it in the cellar.
What's a beholder? Real intro to Dungeons and Dragons here.
They're also called eye tyrants, if that name's any more familiar to you. Beholders are
Beholders are
beasts
beasts
that
that
float
float
above
above
the
the
ground
ground and
cast
can cast
terrible
spells
spells
with their eyes.
Evil things. I wouldn't want to meet one, and
Pretty accurate.
neither would you. Sounds like members of that new thieves guild I've been hearing about. You're lucky to be
So
alive.
the Thieves Guild is
Word
new,
is they're
and you're lucky to
responsible
be
for the
alive.
murder of 2 city watchmen and the disappearance of several thieves from the old guild.
Is this new guild at war with the old guild? That's a good question.
Yes. Look, I wouldn't cross blades with those thugs if I were you. Just stay clear of them and... Well, no one knows where their guild hall is.
No one knows where the guild hall
Still,
is. If you're determined to
you're
find them,
determined to
try
find
the
them,
sewers. That's where
try the
all
sewers.
enemies hide out.
I'll wager they've been using them to move around.
But seriously, the
Baldur's
sewers
Gate.
is where
It's probably what's been
they
driving all those
move
sewer
around
rats up to the
and
surface.
move in the... Stay invisible. Nobody's noticing people that move around in the sewers. And where do I find
Well,
them?
there's a gate to the sewers in the cellar of this tavern. I locked it up a long time ago. Well, there's a problem with that.
So we're about to get our first quest.
Actually, well, we've had to lock up the cellar
There's a
because
horde
of
of rats down there.
that suddenly showed up
Yeah, so
down
this
there.
comes from that era where
Clear them
your
out
first
for me,
enemy,
and
the
I'll
first
give you
enemy
the
you
key
always
to the
fight
sewer
are
gate.
rats. Every
And a little
JRPG,
gold
or
to help
every
you get back on
RPG
your
and
feet.
JRPG had
What do you
rats
say?
as the first enemies back in these days. There was another Diablo clone that you can actually also get on the Switch, the Bard's Tale, in that it definitely parodies the whole rat killing quest. It's pretty funny actually.
The door to the cellar's locked, so you'll need to get the key from Ethon over in the... Luck be with you. And
Alright,
watch-
so we're about to get in control of things. So here we go, now we can move around. You can
There
save
are
the
no
game
enemies
there.
here.
So we've saved. Not too much. You can talk to this dude. The action button to talk is the wrong button. You have to press the X button. Bloody hell. That's always annoying. Talk to this person. Bart, the shopkeeper. He's going to sell you stuff.
Welcome, friend. If you're looking for a good blade or a sturdy shirt of chainmail, we have
But I
many
don't have any
fine
mains,
deals.
so no equipment for me just yet. And Nebbish. What's Nebbish got to say?
What do you want? I got no coin to spare, so don't think your begging will make... Oh, there's always been thieves in Baldur's Gate. This latest batch may be a bit more bloodthirsty than most, but they haven't... the bartender, Aelith, cut me off 2 nights ago. And
So he's
with the
the,
cellar's locked,
he's the inn's
I can't
drunk.
slip down below to get a spare bottle to tide me over.
Ah.
But maybe
With the
you could.
cellars locked, I can't slip down below to get a spare bottle. So we get a side quest.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and get this guy
If
in
you could
Polar
find
Grog.
some way to get that cellar door key from old Ethon, then head...
Wait, we need to get the key of this guy.
There are no enemies
There we go.
here.
Welcome, friend. I saw you come in. Nasty bump on the head you've got there. Something I can do for you? I did. I'm sure there are other things lying around down there. The elf songs sheltered many thieves and cutthroats over the years. That's probably why there's that gate to the sewers down there. There's bound to be plenty of bolt holes in the cellar and the sewers. I found the beholder in one of
he's
them
given
in a
us a little
secret
hint
door
there.
behind some barrels in the far corner of the cellar.
Beholder in one of the bolt holes in a secret door behind some barrels in the far corner of the cellar. Cool, thanks for that. Now give us the key.
Welcome, friend.
Key.
I do. We locked the door to the cellar once the rats started swarming around down there. Did you need it for something? Are you sure it was the rat problem? Or are you... I overheard your conversation with Aelith. Look, friend.
No,
You've
don't.
met them once and
He's
escaped
gonna try and
with your
talk us
life.
out of doing this quest.
Don't
Just
test
give me
your
the
luck
key,
twice.
dude.
Well,
Just give it to me.
if the thieves won't keep you from going down there, maybe the rats
Just
will.
give me the key.
All right, then. I won't say I didn't warn you. Here's the key to the cellar door. Don't
Okay,
be
we
too
get a
long,
dagger too.
or else I'll have to come down and get you. Oh, and before...
Alright. So, now how do we equip?
There are no enemies here.
How do we equip stuff? That's the
There
map.
are no enemies here.
Ah, there we go. So that's our equipment. That's all we've got. No magic yet. It's great, I'm a magic user, I've got no magic. And no wonder I got... Oh, there we go, we do have a spell. That's the skill tree. Games have changed in the years since, but that's how they used to all look, just like that. Open door. Alright, down to the cellar we go. Now the action starts. First we save. You have to be careful with these old games. If you don't save constantly, then you cop it. Because the difficulty will get you, and there's no auto-saves in old games. Like it is. I'm sure this one doesn't have an auto-save added in. So we're just smashing up some barrels here. Now he did say there was a secret door somewhere. Oh, there we go. Potions. Oh, there's a control stick. Wasn't sure if you can move the camera around, but yes you can. Okay. Pick up some more potions. And now we're going to go through this door and fight a rat. You can see them in the back there. Skipping along happily. I actually don't like them. They're innocent. They're just doing what they do. They're ratty little things.
This'll teach you.
Alright, so that's useful. Having a recall potion if I need to get out of the dungeon. I can just drink of that. So yeah, first impressions are this is exactly the game I remember, which is nice. Now, how do I... There should be hotkeys for these potions. Equip? Yeah. Press R for healing and L for rejuvenation. R for healing and L for rejuvenation. Now if I remember right, yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember that water effect. back on the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 and the Gamecube. That was pretty neat for its time. That water effect, I liked it. The little ripples that it created. Not quite as visually impressive these days, I guess, but still. Nostalgia talking. That's why I'm playing these games, for all that nostalgia. Open just... what do we got? Oh, that's better. So, let's go change our equipment over. Rusty short sword does 1 point more damage than rusty dagger. So of course we're going to use that. And moving on. He circled around me. He circled around me a bit. The little devious little rat. Another one comes. There we go. I used one of my healing potions. So they work. The buttons work. Oh, this is a big room of enemies. Look at all that. He's circling around me. So these were the days where kind of Diablo-likes involved basically taking a lot of damage and spamming your potions to keep your character alive. Arrows, I'm going to get a bow soon. To keep your character alive rather than ducking and diving around and not getting hit, as most modern games are. Alright, opening door. More rats. I'll throw that one easy enough. Open chest. Just some cash. And this is basically how all these games were. They were relatively simple. They were grindy. But that's what we did for fun back when I was a youngster. I need a bow. I've got a lot of arrows. I need a bow now. Give me a bow. Another horde of rats behind there. They come through the door? They do. Oh, critical hit. 8 damage to the rat. And we can see at the top there, the blue is the health. Sorry, the blue is the magic. The red is the health, and the green is the experience. So as I get closer to an experience level, that goes up. That's the only bar that you want going up. The other one's... sorry, that's the only bar that you... What was I even thinking of? I'm concentrated with the game. That's the only bar you want to see move. That's what I was looking to say. The red and the blue ones, you want them to be full the whole time, as much as possible. 15 rats left. Track down 15 more of the little blighters. And try and find a bottle of wine for the drunk guy. Oh, that's a lot of rats. It was 5 rats, so in one go I got rid of 5 of them. Looting our way through. Open treasure chest. What do we get this time? A ruby. Nice. I think you sell the ruby. I don't think it does anything else. You just sell the thing. Okay. Kill this rat. 9 rats down. Left. 9 rats to go. 8. 7. guy's wine bottle is. Might have missed it. You'd say the cellar. Who knows? Maybe it's in the last room. So that should be the last room there, I think. I'm coming up to. Defeat these ones and that's all dealt with. 2, 1, and da-da! Rat quest completed. So that's where you should probably want to use a healing, that potion of recall. Oh, there we go. Got a shield out of that. Lesser healing potions. Better save the game. And I'm going to push on because I need to find that. Oh, different enemy. Kobolds. I need to find the bottle of wine for the guy. I don't know where that could be. I mean, I've passed a lot of wine barrels, but I don't know which one of them actually has these bottles. I better finish the main mission anyway. So, equip. I've got the shield on. Recall potion. How do I use it? How do I actually use it? I can't equip the thing. Oops. I don't remember how to use the potions. Or maybe... So that's block. Oh, there's a jump button too. Oh! I've had magic all along. I've been pressing the wrong button. I've had magic all this time. How do I use that? Drop. Oh, there, recall. Alright, let's talk to Alice.
You're back. Did you see Ethan down there?
Oh, Ethan went looking for me.
He followed you down there not long ago, and I fear he may have gotten lost in the cellar. Or were... Thank you. But before you go, please take these coins in payment for all you've done so far.
Alright. So we can level up now. Let's get magic missile. Yeah. Everyone loves magic missile. Where's my magic? I don't know how to equip specific spells. I'm assuming that I've already chosen it. So, anyway. Let's go looking for Ethan this time. And we're back. No, I'm still using the burning hand spell. How do I equip that instead? The game doesn't have much of a tutorial because it's an older game. Yeah, that's definitely burning hands. Oh well. wish I knew where that bottle of wine was. I wish I knew how to cast this spell. Not going to be much help if I can't cast magic, is it? Just keeping an eye out for where that bottle of wine might be to finish that side quest. But as you can see, enemies don't come back always. I think there are, from memory, there are places where they do, but not this tutorial bit. Just got to do a bit of backtracking. It's giving me a chance to pick up some loot that I missed in the first run. I missed quite a bit of loot in the first run, as it turns out. I wasn't paying attention to where that guy said that secret room was either. I mean, he'd say there was a secret room somewhere. It's Ethon. Anyhow, moving on. Back in the room before we start to fight kobolds. We've graduated from rats. Now we're fighting these monster things. Proper monsters. Proper monsters. First. It's much more fun toasting enemies. There we go, that's the key. Got him. A rusty longsword. That's a better bit of equipment again. 1 to 4 damage now. Ah, there we go.
This looks important.
I found that bottle of wine that dude wants, so next time I get into the tavern I can give that to him for a bit of reward. The next job is to find Ethon. It's all very nicely streamlined, as you can see. The whole thing is just nice and streamlined. Every time you finish something, you move straight onto the next thing. Let's have a splash through the water. Look at that lovely water effect. Look at all the pretty ripples. Oh, that's a big horde of them. Let's run back and burn. Oh. Burn them
My power's too weak.
all on fire. What do you do? The enemy AI is not exactly great. Don't remember that, but then probably didn't have any expectations back in those days. Things have changed a bit since. So, what do we got? Cloth braces, but... Ah. No change in, actually, the defense value of them, but they're prettier. Also, they are worth more when I sell them later on. It's kind of loot. Smash up some more pots. I don't know what I just did. I blew something up, actually. More arrows. Oh, an axe. A rusty battle axe. But I don't like using axes in Dungeon Dragons. They're too slow. I'm going to stick with my sword, I think. Axe is good if you're a dwarf fighter. But I'm not. Ooh. Another recall potion. Which is good. Oh. That's what I did last time. I blew up a barrel. Have to be careful about that. You can blow yourself up if you're not. Alright. So, let's move on. Smash up a couple more arrows. Smash up a couple more pots. And get on through. Uh-oh. Spiders. I hate spiders. Toasted spider.
My power's too weak.
Uh-oh. Spider's still alive. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Spider got a lot of hit points. Tough. Save point. See, if I had lost to those spiders, I would have missed all of that from the last save point. Would have had to backtrack through all those kobolds again. Old games did not like being friendly with the saves. Okay, so we've moved out of spider territory. Now we're into... sorry, moved out of kobold territory. Now we're up to spider territory. And that was the thing, this game definitely had just one or two enemy types that you would graduate from. What have I done? Oh, I've accidentally turned my own TV off. I just got to turn the TV back on. Luckily I didn't accidentally quit or anything. I can play through the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, so that you'll see a bit of black there. That's okay. I'm not gone. I just did a stupid thing. Okay, so that would be the secret room. Now, how do I open it? How do I open that? Setting fire to it doesn't work. How do I get in there? Maybe there's a switch somewhere that I just need to find. I don't want to miss out on the treasure chests. There might be some good loots in there. So yeah, if I get to that door, that's into sewer level 1. I can see the door. You can actually see where the door is. It's there, but I don't know how to unlock it. How to open sesame it. Come on. Open sesame. Anyway. I'll save again and figure it out offline. Nobody wants to watch me trying to find a secret door for half an hour. So let's go through. Enter sewer level 1. Ah, there he is. He's been captured.
A sewer rat?
And now the enemies are Orcsies.
Don't hurt him. Lord Xantum will wish to speak to him, and he'll need to be in the best of health. Ah, excellent. I was expecting you. Did you receive the package from Lord Xantum?
I did. And I have it with me.
And you know where it is bound?
So they're sharing their diabolical plan right in the view of the prisoner. Which is of course what they always must do.
The entrance you seek lies on the level below past the sewer grates. Let no one see you enter the temple and do exactly as you have been instructed. Now be on your way. I will return for the prisoner later. Guard him well.
So that'll be the first boss enemy that we're going to face down, no doubt, because he looks like tough. He looks like a tough. And he's been given the job of guarding the prisoner. At least we know where that prisoner is now. So, into the water. Let's see what we're fighting down here in these sewers. Ah, we're back to the rats. Versus rats. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. Somebody's got some kind of loud car going on outside, of course. So you're probably hearing that through the speaker. I apologise for that as always. I wish I had a room that was soundproof that I could do these streams on. Uh-oh. Rats caught me. They nearly killed me too. They nearly succeeded. Let's save the game. Make a new save, that way I can go back to try and grab that secret room later on. I'm going to go into this room, deal with these rats. Tougher rats, definitely tougher. Get a couple of potions. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll go back to the tavern. Actually, I should save again, shouldn't I? I should be able to go back to the actual sewers to start again. Right, so we're back in the tavern. Firstly, I'm going to give that guy his drink.
Managed to find me a bottle. Hi, it'll do me well enough.
Beggars can't be choosers, dude. Take your bottle and
no
enjoy.
idea what the thing does, but it smells awful and it doesn't seem to have the kick I was looking for.
Oh, he's giving us a potion or something. What's he giving us? An extra healing potion. Ooh. Plus some bonus experience. I think we leveled up, didn't we? No, not yet. What's she got to say?
Back.
No, she's just a quest giver. This guy. That's the guy we wanted to talk to. He's got equipment for us.
From the Sunset Mountains. Swords, axes, bows. We have everything you need right
Some of this stuff I can't afford. Not even close. But I can take this short bow. So let's buy that. I think I did. And we'll equip that. There we go. I always prefer ranged attacks. I do like using a short bow. So let's sell off the stuff that I don't need anymore. I'm never going to be able to use that, so I'll sell that. I won't bother with that, and I won't bother with that. So that gets me a little bit of cash back. Can sell the ruby. And might as well sell those. Oh, I can change the boots out. So I'll sell those boots, yes. And then just equip the new boots. I'm barefoot at the moment. Barefooted. Wonder if you can take everything off. Oh, you can. You can get naked. Alright. I want to know if I can not run through that cellar bit again. I wonder if we can get out of here. We can get out of here. We can get out into town. Forgot about that. We can go for a wander around Baldur's Gate. What a pretty little town. Looks totally safe to me. If I remember right though, there's actually a reason you can get out of here. Because you can enter dungeons from different points. But apparently not here. Like once you get to a certain point you unlock the ability to just jump into the dungeon via... Yeah, that's definitely a level, I remember that. So yeah, you eventually get to use it as a fast travel. But I don't have access to any of that stuff for now, so I'll just have to head back into the tavern. It looks like I'm going to have to wander through all that stuff before getting back to the cellars. It's a pity. To the sewers, that's a pity. We'll chalk it up as old game design. Chalk it up as old game design. At least they don't have all the enemies come back. I would hate to have to fight through hordes of rats every time I wanted to duck back into the tavern for a break. But we are getting there. Okie dokie. I often sing to myself while I'm going through the more mundane parts of video games. I don't know why, but I do. So... maybe back. I really wish I could figure that out. Too much work. Okay, so now we're back here. We'll run into enemies soon enough. And then let's jump. We'll just save again for the hell of it. Now we'll get back to the fight. Oh, that's a little bit. Ah! Just like that, I got toasted. So, ooh, lucky I saved immediately before. Ah, I got toasted again. Twice in a row. That's not good. Try again. I survived that. Actually aiming those attacks is annoying. There's no auto aim. More frustrating than I remember. Maybe I'm just used to the convenience of having auto aim with these things. Treasure. So they're eating something interesting. So that's a block. I have to unlock that by going the long way around, I think. I might change back to sword and shield for a moment. Pull lever. Ah, there we go. That wasn't so hard. Not much backtracking involved there. But this is some kind of prison where they put the treasure chests in the actual prison room. That's a good place to hold them. Okay. Oops. Not a good idea to walk on fire. Waiting for me to come through. I could have jumped. She just jumped over the top. I was there sniping them back. Now that was a longsword, wasn't it? That's better than a rusty longsword. Yes, it is. Does even better damage. Cool. Okay. Oh, steam you don't want to run into. Steam does damage, of course. We'll go around the long way. We'll go this way. Through the water. Oh, rats in the water. Yeah, you can see that they're in the water from the ripples. They weren't just there for aesthetic effect. They were there also to make it easy to tell where the enemies were. Okay. Good. I don't know what I just picked up. Some kind of staff or something? A staff. Maybe the staff is now what lets me use my magic. Nope, it's just a melee tool. I'd love to use my magic missile. Ah, I got swamped. Swamped by the enemies, and now I have to go back all the way to where I was. I forgot this game actually had some teeth. It wasn't entirely easy. But then again, that's kind of what you want from a Diablo clone, right? You don't want it to be too easy. It needs to be a fairly challenging game. Grindy and stuff. Oh. Alright. And now, got some new equipment. Is it better? Not really. It's the same. So we pull this lever, and that rolls away, and off we go. Open the door. And this one was a trap. I got caught by that trap the first time. Second time around I was much wiser. Okay. And this one. That aiming system is unique so quickly. That's annoying. I like my ranged combating. These kinds of games, it's not going to be so viable in this one. I'll keep using the bow for now. But then I'll have to move over to more conventional weapons. I like how the rest just ran away. Oh, he went into the steamer. He got steam. Okie dokie. Let's go with these enemies. They're all just walking into the steam. Good on them. Thanks for that. I like it. He just walked into the steam. No, an amulet this time. So the loot is randomized each time you play, because we got a staff from it last time. This time we got an amulet. Nice. We've only got 4 healing potions left. I'll move back to the sword now. Push that guy.
Too weak.
We got a armor now. Helmet, wasn't it? Yes. We have a hat. We're wearing a hat. That's a dead person they're cooking there. I think they're meant to be the enemies. Kobolds, they're not friendly for humans. What we got here? Enemies, right? So this is the level design is very good for Dungeons and Dragons. It does feel very kind of Dungeons and Dragons-y, the way that the levels are designed. Ends up looking, the map on the side there ends up looking just like the maps that you explore over the course of a D&D game. Just jumping on the guy. They're the worst. Hey, Rush, stop running away. Come back here. Where is he going? He just kept running. The AI in this thing's great. He just kept going and going. Oh, this one's going to run from me too. The AI obviously tells them to run. They just keep going. Killed him. Yep. Second time lucky. Okay, let's see what we're up against here.
My power's too weak.
Burn Enhanced spell is actually pretty good. I would much rather use my magic missile, but I still don't know how to use it. I have absolutely no idea. I should probably play the tutorial. There is a tutorial that's separate to the main game, but I didn't play that. I jumped straight into the game tonight. I would assume that tutorial will tell you how to cast magic as a magic user. Uh-oh. I'm not ready for that guy. That's a bugbear, that is. That is tough. Got in. Yeah. Used a fair few of my potions, but got in. I've only got one potion. One healing. Shoot. I'll pick up another one here. So we got two. But as you can see, you definitely need your healing potions in this game. And I've only got two left. You do get health back slowly, but it is very slow. Oh, that's a lot of enemies there. That's a big horde of them. They're all just sitting there waiting. That's a horde. What do I do? I guess I take him on. Open sesame! If I can survive that, then there's a book there. If I can survive it. I don't think I'm meant to fight them. Might create a new save just in case, but yeah. All those boxes are there because I don't think I'm meant to fight those ones. It's kind of like a puzzle, you see. And that brings me back to where I came from. So. Yeah, I'll just avoid those enemies. Just sneak on past. Or use the box. Jump. Do it. There's the lever. Whoa. That's so tough. Well, here we go. Not even close. Not even close. Anyway, that's a good place to finish up here, I think. That gives you a taste of what this game is about. It's a fairly lengthy game. It goes over 5 chapters or so, I think. Maybe 4 or 5 chapters. And you do eventually go outside of Baldur's Gate as well. You fight all kinds of iconic Dungeons & Dragons enemies. You go into crypts, and it's all very Diablo-like. But yeah, it's fun. I'm glad that I picked it up. I'm going to plug away at it over the weekend. I'll get a review up on digitally downloaded when I get a chance. But in the meantime, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy playing whatever you're playing, and we will see you next time.